Hello, everyone. Oh, hey, Chirimbolo, how are you? Hey, Magic of Carlos, how are you? So nice to see you. Well, we are back at playing Baldur's Gate. Um, so, so yeah, we've been having some process with this. Like it's been a bit since we've played this. 2 weeks since we've played this. I'm trying to get more people to get used to the idea of talking about international law while gaming. You guys prefer it when it's just me and my computer. Um, So before we start, as always, I wanted to start with the housekeeping stuff. We have a lot to discuss actually, and just to remember when I'm looking that way as I'm looking at my computer, okay? Um, so yeah, I wanted to start with a few housekeeping stuff first. The first thing is, well, we will have by next stream on Sunday, we'll have our new alerts. So now official. Now I literally have them. So like I'll put them up for the stream next Sunday, this Sunday, and you'll be able to see them. They're really cool. Thanks again to Miyuki, our channel artist, for doing them for us. Oh yeah, Cheese Thief, how are you? Happy Halloween! Or in Peru, we celebrate as well the day of Peruvian music, or actually not Peruvian. I guess the translation would be Creole music, but it doesn't translate well to English. It's basically the music that comes from the coastland areas of Peru. So happy Dia de la Canción Criolla for all of you. And happy Halloween, of course, yeah. Trick or treat, all the stuff. But yeah, so we have a few things to discuss. The first thing is the alerts. We are going to have Chirimbola says folkloric music. Yeah, but not all folkloric music, because it just refers to the folkloric music of the coastland. The criollo in Spanish refers to, I guess, white Peruvians, like Peruvians descendant of Europeans, and música criolla, the criollo music, refers to that, and also, complicatedly, sometimes including Afro-Peruvian music. So there's a bit of everything. It's a mismatched concept, but that's música criolla. It's anything that is produced musically in the coastline, not in the Andes, not in the Amazon. So it's a complicated concept. Um, Oh, and you guys have an ad coming in 2 minutes, just to remind you. Magic of Carols, Kevin is coming. Calm down. I know you really want to see Kevin. Um, oh, Chiribolo, don't worry. That's what the Discord is for, actually. Um, so yeah, I'm happy you are able to discuss Uruguayan elections somewhere. So bring it on. Like that's fun. And then the other thing, well, the alerts are going to be ready on Sunday, so that's good. That's awesome. They're really cool. I'm really excited for you guys to see them. As for those of you who might be new, because that's one of the things I want to discuss with you guys. In this channel, our mascot is called Kevin the Uniduck. I did not invent him. Actually, it was like a group effort. You can see the highlights on my Twitch channel to see how he appeared into the world. He is a uniduck. He is both a unicorn and a duck. And this is a very serious channel where we talk about international law, but also there are uniducks. And he's now our mascot for our alerts. So if you subscribe, follow, or cheer, you will see Kevin the Uniduck when I'm, streaming from my Streamlabs. As regards to that, so we have actually we are 20 bits away from our cheering goal, and we are 8 subscriptions away from our sub goal. So hopefully we can get there. And our follower goal was achieved like while we were away, and I have a pretty good idea as to why. But we are now 412 people looking into international law this way, and I wanted to thank. Our new followers. So Red Erector, Shadrack 50, Panished Crow, Crash Panda 5, Sharaki, Sra, Rory Taylor, Alice Rut, Mughal Dudies. All of you, welcome to the community. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting this project of learning about international law while playing video games. Oh, Cheese Thief, thank you for cheering 1 bit. I think you put us where we need to be with bits. I think you cheered 1 bit. Oh, amazing. Okay, well, I guess it's something. But thanks for resubscribing, Cheese Thief. I appreciate that. I think you're my oldest subscriber at this point. Um, So yeah, not yet, Majid Carlos. Thanks for that. Well, we have all of these new followers because something quite amazing happened over the weekend. So as you probably know by now, I'm a huge nerd, and as you can tell by the by the game that we're playing, I really love Baldur's Gate. It's the best game I've ever played. It had I guess, the honor of dethroning The Last of Us, which we already played. So I guess we're doing my favorite video games. Um, and so a year ago, I went to MCM Comic Con and I took a picture with Jennifer English, who's the actress that plays Shadowheart. Extremely talented actress, really lovely person. But I didn't have enough time to line up to get that picture signed. And so this year I said, okay, I'm going to return to MCM Comic Con and have that picture signed. And I was, in line to sign it. And then all of a sudden, Aliona Baranova recognizes me and says like, "Oh my God, you're Alonso from Twitter." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Alonso from Twitter," and we started talking, and it was really cool. I mean, to me, I was over the moon. Like that's like such an amazing thing such an amazing experience. That international law is all of a sudden, I guess, I don't know, having Aliona Baranova and like Jennifer English knowing who I am. That's amazing. So we started talking with Aliona and Jennifer, and they were super excited about this project of playing Baldur's Gate and discussing international law. So they were very kind yesterday on their stream to recommend to their community to come to our side of Twitch. And so I'm assuming that many of the people in in our new follower list are come from Aliona and Jennifer's channel, Jen and Aliona. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked out, it's really cool. They also play Baldur's Gate, although they haven't done that in a while, but like they've also been playing it. And yeah, and they play together. So it's really cool. You should check it out. It in many ways gave me the idea to do this. So yeah, thank you so much to all of you who were on that stream yesterday with Aliona and Jen, and who came to this neck of the woods from there. So thank you so much for watching someone play Baldur's Gate again. This time talking about international law. So I'm really thankful. Welcome to this community. We are a learning community of people that want to talk about international law. You're welcome to join the Discord as well. So Redditor, you said something. Hold on, Redditor. Oh, right. Redirector is your first time chatting, so welcome to the community. You're saying I just saw your post on Twitter, so thought it might be interesting to watch. Ah, awesome. Thank you. Welcome here. And yeah, so we get together Thursdays and Sundays, and we talk about international law, and sometimes we play video games. So yeah, I guess welcome. And if you're coming from Jen and Aliona's channel, please let me know so that we can chat. Okay, so shall we start with our playthrough? If you remember, we just got to the grove, to the Tiefling Grove. So let's start. Remember, our character's name is Kevin. And we're gonna go talk to Gale. As a reminder, like when there's dialogue, I'll probably not interrupt the characters, of course.
With you in a moment.
But if you have any questions about international law while we're playing and you want to chat, just ask, and we can talk about that while I play. Okay, that's not a problem. That's one of the advantages of Baldur's Gate, because it's turn-based. I can take a moment and talk. With The Last of Us, it was a little bit more complicated. So we're a sorcerer. So let's see. A wizard using magic just to admire his own beard.
A gentleman's only as dashing as his least groomed locus. Be that as it may. Ceramorphosis. What does it make you think of?
Uh, I don't want to be mean to Gale. Oh, hey, Boulevard Dreams, how are you? Do we have a war crimes counter? So I'm trying to play this one. Like, this is not The Last of Us, Chirimbodo. So I'm trying to play this one by the book. Like, we're trying to save the tieflings here. This is not an evil playthrough. So I'm not sure if we will have a lot of if we even need a war crimes counter. But like, you can count the war crimes that we see. Um, and so far as we know, there's no armed conflict yet on screen. So
Spot on. Day 1, fever and memory loss. Day 2, hallucinations and graying skin. Day 3, hair loss and blood leaking from all orifices. Need to go on?
I'm playing lawful neutral. I am. I don't remember how we concluded that, but yeah, sure, lawful neutral it is. I see that Bullet of Dreams has contributed 4,000 points to make me play FIFA challenge. By the way, that's an ongoing channel to anyone here in the community that's new. I hate FIFA, and Boulevard of Dreams really wants me to play FIFA.
My point is this. Our orifices remain blissfully unblooded, our heads remain clear, and our blood temperature normal. Any expert will agree this is abnormal.
So what do I say? Oh, I have Draconic Bloodline. That's awesome. I've never seen that before. I've played this game like 3 times. This is my 4th playthrough. I didn't finish all the others, but I finished one. But let's see. Dragon Blood is hardy stuff. I'm not surprised I'm immune. A little arrogant, isn't it?
Yes, but that doesn't quite explain little old me now, does it? What is happening, or rather not happening to us, is entirely undocumented. Uncharted territory. The silence before the storm. Something to sleep on. We should get some rest.
Okay, let's go talk to our other members of the party, shall we? Let's do Astarion. Oh, I actually didn't want to do that. Where's my inventory? I'm still getting used to the new layout. I usually play this on the computer. So I'm not as proficient as I would like, but I don't want to steal from Astarion, so so equipment options. No. How do I get rid of this? Actions. Drop item. There you go. Okay, Chirimbolo says, from a human rights perspective, who are you romancing on this playthrough? I actually don't know. I mean, that would be an interesting. We can do a poll on that. Who to romance? So let's talk to everyone, and then you tell me who I'm romancing.
I saw you getting a lecture from our magical friend.
Well, it's amazing that the game knows that I talked to Gale first.
But no, not a tentacle to be seen.
That's what everyone's saying. Is it so strange? I'm hoping it'll stay that way.
Naturally, but I was thinking, what if it doesn't? Of course, first sign of change, and I'll have to stop that pretty little heart of yours. I am open to suggestions. Knives, poison, strangulation, whatever you'd prefer.
I think I'd prefer not to die. I'm actually curious about number 5. Not sure how would you like to go.
I don't think poison is for me. Nor stabbing, come to think of it. I always felt decapitation was a fine choice. One good swing and then nothing. But we were talking about you. What'll it be?
If I had to choose, I'd want the knife, make it quick. Poison, then it should be painless at least. I don't have to choose. I'd rather have one of the others do it. Oh, this is so dark. How are we so dark right now? Decapitation does not sound good to me, actually. I've never believed that guillotine as a humane way of killing. Like you guys know I don't believe in the death penalty, so I would say I don't have to choose.
Then I suppose we'll just see what happens.
Ah, Starren
Don't worry,
disapproves.
darling. I like you. I'm sure I'll make the right choice.
That was such a weird conversation. Who else? Let's go talk to Shadowheart. Hey, Shard. God's favorite princess, right?
I couldn't help but overhear. Well, alright, I could have helped, but didn't. Anyway, I feel the same. Other than the occasional mental exchange, it's almost as if we're not infected. The voice on the ship told me I'd become a beautiful weapon. What do you think it meant?
Alonso during the Nuremberg trials, why were the condemned hanged instead of decapitated? It was just optics. I actually don't know. I'm sure it's in the... I mean, there were so many discussions about what to do with the defendants at Nuremberg that I actually don't know why hanging was chosen, but I think it was the way, the criminal punishment for military officers at the time, I suppose. I think decapitation is no longer considered, legal under the rules of humanitarian law that require you not to cause unnecessary suffering. So I am actually not sure. I'm sure there's an archival record somewhere that has this conversation between Churchill and Stalin, but I actually don't know. Maybe it's a compliment. Let's see.
Huh, adorable. But your timing is awful. Whatever the Mind Flayer's plans were, those dragons spoiled them. That doesn't make our situation less dangerous. Either way, we can't take the lack of symptoms for granted. We have to find a healer.
Yep.
Well, I've said my piece. Get some rest.
Ooh, short conversation with Shadowheart. Who else? Who am I missing? I've talked to Withers already. Where's Lacelle? Where's Lacelle's camp? It should be an antisocial. That's the mirror. So where is... Oh, there she is. I didn't see her.
Abominations grow inside us. Our bones should ache. Our mouths should bleed.
Such a great
Yet we
character.
thrive. It is madness. Keep your rest short. Time is not our ally.
Okay, let's keep our rest short then. Where is the... how do I end the day here?
Let's see what this does.
Oh, okay, there you go. So... Oh, we have a bunch of packs. Okay, full rest then. Oh, Astarion. I wonder what he could be doing, as if we don't know. Okay, so let's get back on the road. Let's actually do a quick save. Okay, so we were about to enter the Emerald Grove. If you'll remember, what's going on in this grove is that they have received a bunch of tiefling refugees. Actually, are they refugees or internally displaced people? I suppose since they come from Avernus, which is a different country, they are refugees, because internally displaced peoples come from the same country, refugees come from another country. And they're not welcome there because people are, xenophobic and tiefling phobic. And so they are, the druids in this grove are doing a ritual so that they can disappear from this realm and then leave the tieflings like in the middle, abandoned, and they will need to go out into the road where there's goblins that will kill them. And we need to talk to the leaders in the grove so that, you know, we save the druids. Sorry, the tieflings.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Are you really locking down the grove? So I'm gonna say my concern here is about human rights. So yeah, locking down the grove would be the same as expelling the refugees, which would violate the Faerun the Faerun Convention on Refugees, which says that you cannot return a refugee to a situation where they would face danger. So let's ask.
I know it's drastic, but more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
What about the people here? I'm looking for here. Yeah, what about the people here?
We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
Yeah, but see, that is a huge human rights violation, right? Because you have the power to protect these people and you're refusing. You're not even questioning that they are refugees or not. Like on the one hand, you could say like these people are not true refugees, so I'm going to deport them back to their country. I mean, you can, sure. So there's a discussion in refugee law as to what makes you a refugee and whether economic crisis, like if there's a huge economic turmoil in your country or civil war, or you're fleeing because there's like a financial meltdown, does that make you a refugee? And see, for example, in Latin America, we have a convention, a declaration actually, called the Cartagena Declaration. Cartagena is a city in Colombia, where we in the region have expanded the definition of refugee to cover economic refugees, to cover, like, for example, Venezuelan people fleeing from the economic collapse of Venezuela are covered by the Cartagena Declaration. But that definition does not apply outside of Latin America. So in Europe, if you are fleeing, economic crisis, then you are not, or a humanitarian crisis, then you are not a refugee. You need to be specifically persecuted by reasons of like who you are, basically. Once you decide that someone is potentially a refugee, then you need to protect them. Like there's a duty not to return a refugee to a place from where they will face harm. So this person knows that these refugees, if left to their own devices, they will face harm. They will be out in the road and the goblins will kill them. And he's saying, well, I mean, may Sylvanas guard them. But I mean, that is very dehumanizing to say. Like, this guy is right there standing, almost like very banality of evils kind of style. Like, oh, I'm not doing anything, but we just need to protect ourselves from the monsters. What are we going to do? Let just the monsters kill the other. And that is perhaps an important point here, that we have designed an international system where the other is a frequent, a factor. Like, our societies have this like idea of the nation that's included and the other that's excluded. And the refugees that come in their dingies to the United Kingdom, for example, are not considered part of the nation. Why? For completely arbitrary reasons. What is the difference between a human being that comes in a dingy and a human being that comes in a plane? Not a lot. Both are immigrating legally. Both are making a claim to stay. And one is considered assimilatable and the other one is not. It's pretty racist, to be honest. So yeah, let's push this argument with this like potential human rights violator. You just said the region's overrun by monsters. Yeah, exactly. That's a good argument. They won't survive by themselves.
As I said, it's a drastic measure.
No, it's not a drastic measure. It's a human rights violation.
Paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone.
Okay, so that's a terrible argument, and this person might appear to be like all nice and say, oh, you saved us, I want to help you, but what he's saying is incredibly dehumanizing. I'm looking for a healer.
No goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you
Oh,
to
you
rights.
care about me, but
She
you don't care
should
about
be
the
with
refugees.
others in the inner chambers. But I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The Grove will be locked down soon.
Okay, we need to go see Nettie. So, okay, Jens says, I'm kind of waiting for someone making the argument that the Palestinians lose refugee status because they're now IDPs after Article 1D comes into effect, which is, of course, against its plain reading and established views by UNHCR and UNRWA. But hey, these kinds of things haven't stopped people. I mean, I would be surprised, right? Like the argument I've seen about Palestinians is that refugee status cannot be inherited over time, and that's just not true. Children are born refugees all the time. There's an Olympic team for refugees, for crying out loud. So that's really not true. People can be born refugees, particularly when states refuse to stop recognizing them as refugees and give them citizenry rights. Particularly when there is a United Nations resolution saying that these individuals have a right to return to their homes. So I haven't seen this argument, and now I'm worried, Jens. But I guess it's a point. It's a valid point to raise it as a concern, right? Chirimbolo167 says, I'm guessing Germany was at the forefront of opposing any Cartagena-like initiative, seeing how that state behaved towards Greece. Yeah, I mean, all of the European Union, to be honest, and Cartagena is a specifically Latin American development. It hasn't been as successful as I would have wanted. Like Peru, for example, refused to recognize Venezuelan refugees under the Cartagena, declaration. Let's see what this guy's selling.
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Do we need anything that this guy is selling? I don't think we need anything. What is this? Gloves of missile snaring. You can intercept missiles from ranged weapons attacks, reducing their damage by 1d. We have gloves of power. We should actually start wearing our magical stuff. I'll get to that in a second. But I don't think we need anything that's here. I guess we can buy this. Do we have, how much money do we have? We have 362. I guess we're too poor. But I usually buy a lot of these because they're really useful. They're like Revivify scrolls. So if you die, you just revivify your partner.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
I don't like you. Jens says, yes, like, why do people think refugees spend thousands of dollars to get to Europe on dingies? A plane ticket from Ethiopia is like $400. What are you talking about? Jens says, we prevent the people who could fly by making the airlines liable for the transport. Yeah, of course. It's all about safe routes, right? Lack of safe routes, actually. Who's this? Oh, Roland. Roland, Cal, and Leah. Let's talk to... I actually like Leah.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead.
Yeah, I don't like you, Roland.
Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Get out while you can. Goblins will be back. Persuasion. You should all stay. A single blade could make a difference. Like, so again, from a human rights perspective, probably not ideal to be like saying like, okay, immediately resort to violence. But I guess since it's violence and self-defense, I can accept it. So let's do this. Let's try to persuade these people. Here we go. Oh, oof. So Chimbolo is talking about Syrian refugees in Uruguay who started protesting as soon as Germany opened their doors.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zergen. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throat slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
Nice. We did some good here, people. Now let's talk to Roland. Oh no, he's leaving.
We'll get to the city soon.
We should have left by now. Damnation!
Damnation.
Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
Tieflings need help. Why the rush to leave? Leave on your own. Why wait? Why the rush to leave? I actually want to know what the rush is.
You don't understand. My apprenticeship with Leroican begins shortly. I cannot be late.
Oh, so you're selfish as hell, huh?
That's Leroican, the greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate. His name is known far and wide, I see. Few can match him in terms of raw power and talent. Until now, that is. In years to come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
Ooh, I hate you. Do any of us have speak with animals so we can talk to the oxen? Let's see. How do I check the spells? So
A long way to go still.
how do I check if you have talked with animals? Does anyone know?
How delicious.
Oh, Astarion needs to level up. Oh, and Lae'zel. I don't think anyone has talked with animals.
Waiting's getting to me. Get a feel for it. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Let's level her up really quick.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
We can you can do maneuvers. So, oh, I like disarming attack. Maneuvering attack and expend the superior die to grant an ally 8 temporary hit points. This'll work. And the big jump. Okay, gotcha. Oh, we've gotten to 15 people watching. That usually doesn't happen with our Baldur's Gate playthrough, so thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Oh, you guys have an ad coming in a minute and a half, okay, just so you know. Okay. So what is his subclass? Arcane Trickster? Assassin? I don't want him to be an assassin, that's awful. Thief? Your quick hands and mastery of Larcen's arts makes stealing second nature, be it from a third floor window or a forgotten ruin. You acquire fast hands and second story work. As strict with the spell as you are with a lockpick, your illusions and enchantments keep opponents on the back foot. So we acquire a level 1 spell slot. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. And cantrips. Let's do that. What cantrips do we get? So since we're gonna do illusions, so he's gonna be our trickster guy. Let's do illusion, minor illusion. And any suggestions? Dancing light, I don't like. Friends, Starium doesn't do friends. Not yet, at least. We'll get there. I think Blade Ward might be good since he's a bit squishy. Spells. I like sleep. It's useful. Yeah, let's disable people with our laughter, why not? And then a wizarding spell of your choice. Ooh, this is cool. Ooh, magic missile, nice. Find familiar. Summon a familiar or a face spirit that takes an animal form of your choosing. I wonder if we have the one where you turn into like fog or something. No, we don't. So I think it's gonna be. Is this Grease? No, I think it's gonna be. Ooh, Featherfall. This is a good one. Okay, let's do Featherfall. That way we basically cannot get damage from falling. And since we don't seem to have who has no one has speak with animals, right?
Take your time. Get a feel for it.
Do I have speak with animals? I don't have speak with animals, so I cannot talk to the ox. That sucks. I like the oxen.
This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can. It's out forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Ah.
What's that?
Thank you, Shadowheart. It's a pouch. What is in that pouch? Pouch, pouch, pouch. Where is my pouch? This is the pouch. Nice.
Give it a good whack.
I'd swear that ox's gaze is following me.
Oh, I have Arcana. Let's try to figure. I wonder if you can do this without talk to animals. Because if you've played this game before, you know that ox really, talks. Yeah, we did it.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
Moo!
Huh. Yeah, I guess I can't talk to him. Oh well, we'll be back. Let's go talk to Will, shall we?
Children! Look who's here. The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
Oh, right. Go for the heart.
Okay, now let's talk to Will.
Should I bite, sir?
Go on. Give me a best shot.
Will is so great.
Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
The options are so mean here. It's good advice, child. You do well to listen.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell
hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Yes, and we both carry parasites. Another escapee. Thank the gods, and angel defense I can get. I like that. I like friends. Who was that woman? The one in your thoughts? Ooh, that's invasive. Bad Kevin. Do not do that. Respect people's privacy. We can discuss the right to privacy as well. Another escape. Thank the gods. Escapee.
Better friends than the ones hitching a ride in our skulls, at least. I'm sure you know the stories. Doomed to shed our skin and become illithid. They say there's no coming back. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her?
Yeah, I saw her.
Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Thanks for thanks for visiting Boulevard of Dreams. Good luck with the homework. Okay, I'm gonna run a poll to see who I romance, okay? It's gonna last 3 minutes and no more than one voting. No more than one vote per person. So it's gonna be either... I think all the romanceable characters are Shadowheart, Lae'zel, Will, Gale, and the Starion. Can you romance Will? I'm not actually sure. But it would be Shadowheart, Lae'zel, Will, Gale, and the Starion. I don't know if I can do more votes than that. But okay, who should Kevin romance? You're gonna have three minutes to vote. There you go. Enjoy. Hunting in the Hell's dangerous territory. Cavorting with devils, I see. You should consider better company. A devil's advocate. Do you think she'll bring the blood war to Faerun? I actually want to know who she is.
Her name is Karlach. An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship. But the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
So... Let's join forces. I'll help you cast this devil back into the hell. So I know who the devil is, so I don't want to chase her back into the hells. But if I didn't know who she was, then I would probably say that is, you know, just, I guess. So let's join forces. I'll help you cast this devil back into the hells.
I'm up for the challenge. You've
Lae'zel
just
disapproves.
got to make a little space.
So I like Will, so take a Starion's place, he can head back to camp. Lae'zel will leave, take Shadowheart. Don't take Shadowheart. Shadowheart's the best. Let's replace him with Astarion for now. We can bring Astarion back, if you guys want me to like romance Astarion or something, or if the mission requires Astarion. But yeah.
Oh, gladly. This circus is all yours, my friend.
Neil Newham, the voice actor for Astarion, is so incredible.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
That's amazing. Okay, we need to level up our dear Will.
Any questions, children?
The pride of the gate.
A warlock. I like that we have more magic users. So what do we want here? Oh, I like Hellish Rebuke. That's a really good one. I'm gonna stick with that one. Eldritch Invocations. In your study of Oculate lore, you have unearthed Eldritch Invocations, fragments of forbidden knowledge that imbue you with an abiding magical prowess. Oh, there you go. Beast Speech. You can cast Speak with Animals. Okay, that's one. We want to talk to the Ox, right? Proficiency in Deception. You can see normally in darkness. One with shadows. You learn how to cast one with shadows. Repelling blast. Eldritch blast. Thief of 5 fates. When you cast Eldritch Blast and your charisma modifier to the damage it deals, unless it is negative. What's my charisma modifier? I can't see it because it's behind the picture. You can cast Mage Armor on yourself at will without expending a spell slot. Mage Armor increases your armor class when you aren't wearing armor. Oh, but I mean, we will be wearing armor because this is will, so it makes no sense. You can cast False Life on yourself at will as a level 1 spell without expending a spell slot. Oh, this is useful. Let's do this. Take the Blast Boots, honestly. You sure? Which one? Repelling Blast? When you hit a oh, by the way, I don't mind if you tell me your opinions on what I should do, like backseat gaming and everything. That's perfectly fine. When you hit a creature with Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature up to 4.5 meters away from you. I sort of like this one. Okay, I'll go with what you guys said. I don't want to replace any spells, so there we go. Oh, and by the way, alias Rut, it's your first time chatting, so welcome to the community. Thanks for being here. How did you find us?
Step, Harry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing.
Okay, let's see the result of the poll. Oh, okay, so Shadowheart and Gale are tied. So either Shadowheart or Gale. Oh, you follow me on Twitter. Thank you so much for popping by then. So it's gonna be Shadowheart or Gale. I think it's gonna be Shadowheart because she's in the party. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm talking to him as Will. That's awesome.
Nothing but goblins in the wild out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight, but I'm useless with a sword.
Try this thing, a little number I call the Legend Strike. Let's try that.
Like this, you mean? Step, step, strike. Yes!
Well, we got our first Shadowheart approved, so...
You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
One last thing, don't shout out your moves like that. Spoils the surprise for your foe. Keep training, in time you'll make short work of any goblins.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Okay.
Hopefully, it's just the goblins we have to worry about. The druids are treating us like vermin. But I'll keep at it. Thank you.
They feel inspired. Good. Oh, everyone is leveling up. Okay, let's level up our Shadowheart. Ooh, spells. Ooh, wow, okay, lots of actions. Okay, I like this. Prepared spells. I think we want to keep all of those, right? Is there anyone? Guiding Bolt is good. Blessing is good. Healing Word is good. Shield of Faith is good. Cure Wounds I could replace because you need to touch the person. I could replace them for Hold Person, which is also really good. Especially since we have Prayer of Healing. So let's do that. Let's do Hold Person and then Lesser Restoration. We're going to need to use Lesser Restoration at some point, right? No. Oh, God. Okay. So, for now, let's replace Bless. Clerics can replace their prepared spells at will, not just during level up. Oh, really? Thanks, Tsunami 1LV. It's also your first time chatting, so thanks for coming by and welcome to the community. Thanks for the tip. I actually didn't know that. So many new people today, I'm excited. Thanks for being here, guys. Ooh, we get more spell slots, that's awesome. Okay, so, choose the spells you know from the list below. Spells require spell slots to cast. Yeah, I know that. So, oh, I love Cloud of Daggers. But then Misty Step is also very useful. But since I'm squishy, I think I'm gonna go with a good attacking spell for now. Unlock an object that is held shut. Ooh, invisibility, that's also good. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to like get more spells as we increase our chances. I'm gonna go with Cloud of Daggers because I think it's really good. I need to select one meta magic. Distance spell. Increase the range of spells by 50%. Melee spells get a range of 9 meters. I just got a ranged spell, so I'm gonna do this. And I don't want to replace any spells. There you go. Alias Rod asks if I'm doing a dirge run. No, actually what I'm doing is I'm trying to play this from the perspective of, international law, human rights. So I'm actually trying not to be a war criminal. But I am not trying to also follow the rules by design, like robotically follow the rules, because I do not believe that the rules are necessarily moral. I'm a critical legal scholar, so I actually believe that the rules and law are tilted towards those with power and are usually interpreted towards those with power, so I want to be able to freely disobey them if I feel they're BS. So someone told me what was my alignment. I thought it was like lawful neutral, I think. No, was it? Or neutral good? I always confuse those two. Alias Rod says, but that could be a great international law analysis with the resist the urge run. Yeah, I mean, maybe for a second playthrough, because right now I'm trying to be good. Spells. What spells do I get? Okay, he will get Misty Step then. Oh, ooh, but Shatter. I'm too aggressive with my spells. I will do Misty Step for him, because he's good at fighting, so. Pact of the Chain, gain the service of familiar. Oh, I like that. Pact of the Blade, you can summon a packed weapon or bind. No. Pact of the Tome, your patron grants you a grimoire called the Book of Shadows, which allows you to cast Guidance, Vicious Mockery, and Thorn Whip. No, let's go with a familiar. Maybe we can summon Bing Bong in honor of, like, Jenna and Leona. Let's go back to Kevin. Okay, I think we need to go to the little kid now, right? I think so. Oh no, let's talk to the Ox. Yeah, let's talk to the Ox. I think we need to be Will for that.
Defender of the people.
No, I forgot to cast it. Oof.
We could at least run for it.
Speak with that.
Be gone. I am hungry.
Okay, that was bad.
Another one. What are you under there then? Ant? Or ox?
What are you talking about? Aurochs describe me well, yes. And are you calling me small? Maybe I'm an ox too. What are you talking about?
The keepers of this place. They change their form to fit their need.
Oh, they're druids.
They become birds to hunt on the wing. Bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay. And I cannot even eat it. Because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside.
Which is mean. Let's ask what shiny bits.
Hiding things. Thinking they're clever. Not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
Well, we already found that, so I don't think we're gonna... hold on. I don't know what's gonna happen with the weird ox, so let's see.
You're addressing me?
A humble ox.
ox. How quaint.
Okay, we're gonna have to do the Arcana thing again. Good. Hey, 30-20.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
There's more to you than meets the eye. Care to explain? Whatever your secret is, it's yours to keep. No, let's ask.
No. You are incapable.
Come on, old chap. I'm a devil for gossip. Out with it, cow, or you're going to regret it. No, that's a horrible thing to say. Deception, fine. I heard the tieflings are going to butcher one. Ooh, no, don't threaten the poor. Like, no, animals are your friends. Let's persuade him. $17, not bad.
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this. Moo. Tick-tock.
Funny.
Okay, now we can go talk to the kid. Donnie.
Any questions, children?
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
I'm not gonna turn around because I know what happens.
He's still staring right past you.
Okay, fine.
You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks. You find the edges of a concealed entrance.
Can't give up now.
Tiefling hideout. Oh, I think we needed to talk to the kid first, right? Just as a reminder, if you just swung by here, if you have any questions about international law that you would like me to discuss, you can absolutely ask them.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. You haven't seen anything yet, mister. Go on, take the ring and watch your fortune change.
Mimic his streak and make the ring disappear. Let's try that. Oh, it's a hard one. Okay.
Weeping, bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it heads or tails.
I'm gonna say tails.
Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested?
Hold on, 1 coin toss doesn't prove anything. No thanks, could I see your other wares? Thanks for the free ring. Sorcerer, if there was magic in this ring, I'd have felt it. It's nothing but junk. There you go.
Hey, not so loud. You caught me. All right. They're not lucky rings. I'm just trying to earn money for my family. My father left and my mother, she's so sick. I wish I had better things to sell than trinkets, but it's all I have.
This sounds like a scam. Alright, take your ring. What do you have to trade? This sounds like a scam. Although, you know, if someone has nothing, like if someone really is like a refugee in a refugee camp and an orphan, and I have the means to help that kid, and that kid feels that the only way that he's going to get help from me is to scam me, and I discover that scam, honestly, I can't possibly get mad. Because what else is that kid going to do? Right, so who am I? I'm not in that situation. I'm not in a refugee camp. I'm not like an orphan. If he feels that he's in the situation where he needs to scam to get something because he's lost faith in humanity to a degree where asking, hey, I'm in a pickle, can you help me, won't work because everyone's been, you know, horrible to him, then why would I like protest about the scam? My role would be to help them. Even if they want to scam me, I'm the one in the position of privilege, so I should help them. Tsunami one level says straight to jail. No, not straight to jail. Not scamming people, believe it or not, also jail. I'm gonna be take your ring. What do you have to trade?
Thank you. That means so much. That's what I got.
See, I think this is all like my philosophy here is like why am I like, you know, trying to get benefit out of this transaction? This is an orphan refugee kid. I know that he's in trouble. I know that he's trying to scam me to get money and nothing in return from me. So why would I? So is there a way for me to like? I wonder if this game picks this up. Like this game is very good. So I wonder if I can. How do I do this actually? I wonder if I can help this kid. Probably gonna think I'm an idiot, but like, I wonder if I can like just give him like 20 gold. And just give him 20 gold. Alias Rut says, "Grey economy is a byproduct of misery. Jailing people for being poor and desperate never works." Exactly. That's my point. I mean, if you have a situation where there's people in misery, why would you punish them? Why would this is what drives me nuts about this. Like, I don't know if you've seen this like anti-homeless architecture. I think whoever constructs anti-homeless architecture should be like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything horrible, but should have I don't know, something not too bad but bad happen to them. Like, I don't know, have a lot of nightmares. I don't know. That's a horrible thing to do, right? So I'm just gonna give him 20 gold. Because like I feel like that kid needs it more than me. Okay, look at all. That's all he has. Like I'm very poor considering that I just came out of a nautiloid and I have more than double the amount of money that he has. So I'm just gonna give him 20 gold. You won't receive any gold from this trade. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Yes.
Nothing caught your eye, huh?
I gave you money. Ah, that's mean, but I want to continue the conversation, so I guess I'll have to say that.
Far be it from me to argue with that discerning eye of yours, sir. Anyway, see you again sometime. Take care. Safe travels.
You realize your bag feels light. You were just robbed.
Yeah, but okay, see, that's wrong. But at the same time, I'm gonna catch this kid.
Hey, you're back. Here to buy some stuff? Me? No, promise. I'm just a kid trying to make a living.
No, you're not.
You know who you should talk to? Moll. She's my boss, I guess. Good at finding stuff. Her office is through the crack in the wall over there, if you can fit. You bet. Good luck, pal.
Okay, now we go there. So, how much did he steal? Not a lot.
Oh, hi.
I've been robbed. Have you seen anyone acting suspiciously?
Me? Suspicious? No?
Do you know of any thieves around here? Tell me the truth or I'll feed you to the bear. No, don't feed anyone to the bear.
No, I sure don't. But, I'll go ask my boss for you, right now.
Let's go through the secret entrance.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. And I hear you have a problem.
A few things are missing from your pack.
Is that right? Maybe we can do something about this. Anyway, you want to talk? Talk.
Why are you running all these schemes and swindles? Risky, you know. Thought you might need help with something. I'm shy a few of my belongings. One of your associates robbed me. Do you have anything to trade? Oh, hey, Barnhunk, how are you? Do you have anything to trade? So, okay, if we're keeping with this idea that these are, Barnhunk, we're a genocide ad. Not yet. We are dealing with the problem of poverty among a refugee population and trying to find a moral way of dealing with kids that have nothing, that are in a very precarious situation, and that are victims of this like racist society that is like doing awful things to them and threatening them with death and expulsion into the into the wider world where the goblins are, and while at the same time recognizing that what they are doing is illegal and unfair to me. So I tried to give them free money, and instead they robbed me. So I'm still convinced under this moral situation, that's moral criteria, that I've concluded that if these kids are doing this not because they are evil, but because they have been abandoned by society and are living in a much more precarious situation than me, then I should be patient with them and like accept that trying to scam me is a survival mechanism, not a sign of evilness. So I'm trying to both be forceful enough to get my stuff back, but not that forceful so that I end up like harming these kids or anything, or end up worsening their situation, which is already pretty bad. So I'm trying to find that balance, and I want to see if the game allows me to do it. That's where we are, Burnhunk. The genocide is not yet here. Oh, hey, Burnhunk, thanks for subscribing for 3 months. I really appreciate that. Your subscriptions, as always, are really helpful to the channel. We're only now just growing. We are 19 bits away from our cheering goal, by the way, and we're 19 and not 20 because Cheese Thief, cheered 1 bit. And we are at 412 followers, and then at we're 8. I think we are 8 subscribers away from our subscriber goal. So hopefully that happens as well. Yeah, so thank you so much for your subscription, Burnhunk. I appreciate it. Burnhunk says, I'll be just playing Mega Man 1 in the background. Oh, that's so cool. That's an excellent game. I support that. So, okay, let's try to navigate this moral quandary that we have here with, like, you know, the kid. So, why are you running all these schemes and swindles? Risky, you know, though you might need help with something. I'm shy a few of my belongings. So, okay, so he knows that he robbed me. So, number 3, I'm not gonna say. So it's either 1 or 2. So 1 is a little bit more forceful, and the other one is more like, okay, I'll exchange a favor, knowing that I'm in a situation of privilege, for you. But I don't think he's going to understand that in that way. So I'm going to say it's risky, you know?
We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong?
Yes, you're taking advantage during bad times. There are words for folk like that. See, I don't agree with that because, like, it is wrong. But I don't think in this particular situation, like, Robin Hood complex. But in the particular situation of him robbing me, I don't think that there are words for folk like that. I don't think that's right. I think the game is like not giving me the option that I want. I would want to like help this kid, not judge him as good or bad. So I guess I'm not your father, do as you please is not exactly what I want to say, but at the same time I don't want to be this accusatory. But since the game is not giving me an option, let's go with yes, you're taking advantage during bad times. There are words for folks like that, even though it's not exactly what I believe or agree with. Okay, but let's see where this takes us.
So what? Should we be panicking like everyone else? We have a plan.
Oh, Silverblades EU. I'm so happy to see you here.
Anything else?
So Silverblades is community manager, I think it's your position, with the Jen and Leona Discord group and the mod in the Jen and Leona Twitch channel. And so they said that they might pop by at some point during the stream. So thank you so much for coming and for being here. Silverblade says that's pretty much where I am. Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, welcome to the community, and thank you for chatting with us. He's on the inside, says Burnhunk. No, I think it's great that you're here. Hopefully, you enjoy your time here, and hopefully, you know, we can have some synergy between the Gaycorns and the. We don't have a name for the followers of this community yet, but like, hopefully, you know, people that enjoy Jen and Leona playing can also enjoy some international law with Baldur's Gate. So welcome. I'm so happy to see you. So Bernhard says we'll know who to target for our coup. Wow, the Gourmengals? No, no, that's not it. Silverblade says naming a community is hard. I know, right? Like so far we've named our mascot Silverblades. If you, I don't know if you will, but if you come by on my Sunday stream, which is not a Baldur's Gate stream, it's just a politics discussion, just chatting, you know, quote unquote, just chatting. I'm introducing the new channel mascot, which is a uniduck, like Magic of Carols is saying. It's a duck that is half duck, half unicorn, and yeah, he will start popping up whenever someone subscribes, follows, or cheers in the channel. So I'm not sure if the uniducks. I was thinking about naming the channel points uniducks, but you guys tell me. Like, I mean, I'm happy to hear suggestions. But yeah, we have a channel mascot. We don't have a name for our community. So far, it's just the learning community or whatever. So okay, so let's continue. Interesting combo, yeah. So let's continue with our moral quandary here. We want the Gers. That's such a corny name. The Gers. So let's continue with our moral quandary here. We want to signal to this kid that we want our stuff back and that stealing is wrong, but at the same time we want to recognize that this kid is in a situation of precarity, he's a refugee, and he probably is, I don't know, doing this out of a survival need. So let's see what the game offers to us. Like, thought you might need help with something. I'm shy a few of my belongings. One of your associates robbed me. Didn't we go through this already? So let's say this, okay?
Maybe one of the kids picked up something of yours by mistake. I couldn't say. Might help if you paid the inspection fee. I could take a look.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I already paid them 20 gold for free because I was trying to be a good person. So I wouldn't say intimidate, and I don't want to pay the fee because I already did this. So if this were a real life scenario, I would say I already paid your associate 20 gold. So I'm going to try and persuade him that this was a misunderstanding and that my things cost me a lot. I really need them back. Let's see. I'm sure it probably won't work, but let's see where we get. Yeah, this is not going to work out. Oh, it did work out. Amazing. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. Thank you, game.
Honesty and politeness. I like that. Here you go. Won't happen again.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is good. We accomplished
To make
something.
sure none of the kids on the job outside mess with you, show them this.
See, I'm not joining a little criminal gang. That's the wrong approach. Like, again, the problem that these specific kids have is that they are all orphans. They live in a refugee camp and they're trying to survive. And in order to survive, they're doing, yes, illegal stuff. That's wrong and we should deal with that. But the solution is not to call them criminals. The solution is to fix the structure at play that is making these kids have to, survive through crime. So the real problem here is, the situation of discrimination against refugees that we're seeing. So number one is very wrong, and I do not want to, do that one, that option. Burnham. I assume you're being sarcastic, knowing you. So yeah. So let's do intelligence. Copy the gesture. Okay, we did it. Cool.
You got it. Now, we done here or what?
I remember that our class is criminal. So we probably yeah, thanks Silverblaze. It thankfully doesn't take much to pass. So I remember that when we were creating this character, we said that we were a criminal, both in the sense of we probably have a dark past with war crimes and stuff in our previous life, and we're reformed now and trying to be more humanitarian. But also in that we probably were in a similar situation to these kids. So I'm gonna thought you might need help with something because solidarity.
I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge.
Oh, but revenge, come
I
on.
want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at.
An idol? What do you do with something like that? I could help you get it, but my time is valuable to me. I'll see what I can do. Count me out. I'm not getting involved. Let's see.
The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's gonna get us all killed.
Okay, see,
And we
that's
can
a fair
sell it
point.
once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune.
So this is a complicated scenario, right? Because you have this kid that's honestly trying to survive again, doing something illegal and probably wrong. That idol is probably more than just an idol that serves a purpose of creating this ritual for killing tieflings. This is not the kill the tieflings idol. This idol has meaning to people. It's a cultural object, a cultural artifact, of this community. But it is being used to try and harm refugees, and we've established that these people are refugees. If our laws were to apply to Faerun, and so while I am sympathetic to the call of boycotting the ritual as a way of protecting the tieflings, I don't think stealing it for profit is worthwhile, because then what you do is that you are harming someone else's culture or their cultural artifact or the part of their history for your own personal gain. What you should be doing, Maul, if you really want to like engage in like a violent act for a greater good, is to just boycott the ritual and steal it, not for private gain but for common good, and just hide it for now, right? That we could do, but I'm not getting involved with like this criminal activity, even though Maul is in a situation of precarity. So we're navigating the morals of this game, and we'll eventually get there. So as you count me out, I'm not getting involved.
Figures. Don't think you've got the stones for the job anyhow. Anything else?
Let's see if they're straight. So I actually think that we could use. Do we need food? No, we have a lot of stuff, and we'll find food along the way. What if we buy 52 golds? $52 golds. Okay.
Anything else?
No, I want to go.
Well, it's been a pleasure. You know the way out. The gates will never see us.
Oh.
Oh, there you are.
Hello again. Mole's in charge here, not me.
See, this is ridiculous. There's like an entire community of orphaned kids underneath this grove, and they're trying to, expel them into the wilderness so that they're killed. This is ridiculous. These druids are out of control. Someone's got to do something about it, and it's gonna be me. Is this the way out? This is not the way I came in through, is it? No, it's not. I don't want to steal from the stealers. Can't believe we can't rebel, go dirge on the druids, to be honest. Yeah, there is a so on the idea that you are you need to be able to like engage in some level of like, I guess, resistance against oppression in the game would be an interesting factor here to consider. Like the how can I say this? Oh, what is going on here? Oh yeah. Like the moral choices are very binary, and I mean the game is amazing, but I would like to be able to have the ability to say I'm not engaging in, let's say, struggle or violence here because I am doing an evil playthrough. I'm engaging in violence because, like, these people are awful. But let's see what we can do. We've talked to the oxen. I know the monument. Actually, I'm gonna save. I know the monument is that way. So don't want to go there just yet. Let's see here.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Oh, come on.
This monster with you.
Okay, so first of all, the fact that you have experienced this, violence from a specific group does not give you the right to say that every single member of that group will commit violence against you. That becomes a prejudice, and at the same time, I understand why this person is feeling this way. So let's try to be nice. But the options are all terrible. Yes, and I suggest you do as she says. Don't bow. 2, you heard the woman bow, and hold it, LC to this one. Okay, I'll do that, I guess.
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
Oh, come on. You're not gonna humiliate a person like this. Enough. Stand down. I won't tell you again.
Kichoki. Fine.
There you go. Everyone approves. Good. You can breathe again. I won't let her hurt you. You tell me where you saw the Githyanki. Okay.
Thanks. What do you want from me?
Where did you see the Githyanki?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side. And I just ran.
The map. Show me.
So he has survival skills, basically. Thanks for your help and apologies for my companion. Quit your sniveling, we're done with you. Alright, Lae'zel, you got what you needed. Thanks for your help and apologies for my companion. Be good to people, people.
No hard feelings. Gods, deliver me.
Oh, Lae'zel wants to be mean.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you're in an army, and this is not an army, so I'm not a subordinate, and your subordinate questions your judgment, that should be good. Like, militarily speaking, when you are in a military situation, your subordinate has an obligation to disobey any illegal orders you might give them, and say humiliating, let's assume that that person was in our control, right, under our jurisdiction. Humiliating a detainee is an unlawful order. So actually, it was the correct thing, the correct and legal thing to do to disobey that order. So as a subordinate, no, we're partners, you treat me with respect. You've made your point. If you finish scowling at me, what comes next? Yeah, no, you treat me with respect. I agree with that.
Kenyak, your tantrum proves you no wiser than a hatchling. The Teethling was clear. If there are a Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Did you say Teethling? So, okay, so this is a thing that happens, that's happened to me in the past. Like, someone is telling you something. I'm surprised about the amount of topics that we're able to discuss here at this point. Like, someone is telling you something in a normal, well, tense, but like everyday conversation, and they slip a little like slur there. I think the right thing to do is call them out. I don't think there's a strategy of like, oh, I'll just ignore it because it's beneath the argument. And I think no. At some point, making people feel uncomfortable matters in any kind of like anti-racist struggle. So I'm gonna go with that. Did you say Teethling? But what I don't like is that there's a he in the front. Like, I'm not trying to say, oh, that was so clever. I'm trying to say that's a slur. But okay, let's see what happens.
I am unfamiliar with the, well, I shall not say culture, custom perhaps.
Oh, so she got it wrong.
Educate
Okay.
me on matters of this Fey run.
Right, so she said it wrong. Oh, interesting. Okay, so what I said doesn't matter. Forget about that. You educate me in Fey Run, and no, it's Fey Rune. Let's be annoying. Why not? Academics are known to be annoying, so let's just. I'm. Yeah, sure. Okay, purification.
The creche holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Goblins, druids. This grove is a death trap. Grab what you can and get out. That's my advice.
Shall we go talk to the goblin then? Okay, so this might be interesting for the purposes of what we're doing here, because this is a captive, right? And presuming that there's a conflict between the goblins and the druids. So let's see what we can figure out here. So,
you ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
And also, it's a crime.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
Exactly.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
See, no, this is wrong.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
So I will step between the crossbow and the goblin because I don't believe in executing people that can't defend themselves and people that are under your control. Like this person, we discussed this in a stream a couple of days ago. I think it was last Thursday. We discussed what the concept of hors de combat is, which is a French term for being out of combat. So in an armed conflict, whenever someone is detained or incapacitated by wounds, they are considered hors de combat, out of combat, and you can no longer kill them. There's a big discussion about who counts as hors de combat and when. But in this case, there's no debate. Like this person is hors de combat, so executing them this way is definitely illegal.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You're gonna kill him too?
You move.
Intimidation, lower the crossbow, or I'll deliver you to your brother. Ooh, that's ugly. No. Persuasion, no. Shoot me. Should be easy, right? Okay, I like that one. Call their bluff. Persuasion, this won't avenge canon. It won't change anything. That's my argument. That would be my argument. Detect thoughts. Read the tiefling's thoughts. Sure. Let's try and detect thoughts. Okay, cool.
Canon would hate me for this, but he's not here. They took him from me.
Yeah, see, this won't avenge canon. It won't change anything. That's my argument. But then, what would canon think of you now? Is the same point. 100% 3 for me. No, shoot me should be easy, right? Yeah, but see, that's the point. There is merit on number 3 in that what you're saying is you're not a murderer. But at the same time, yeah, I guess you do have a point. Because what I'm trying to convey here in this discussion is when you have a person that is defenseless, then the battle has stopped, and you should not, let's say, take advantage and kill a defenseless person, because life has value, even the life of people that you hate, even people who are, I guess, bad. So, okay, fine. Let's do persuasion. So that, okay, just so that we don't make it conditional on, oh, it's your brother who will judge you, and if your brother were a bad person, then you can shoot them. So, okay, I agree. On Silver Blades, let's do 3. Shoot me now. It should be easy, right? Oof. Oh, we failed. Oh, are we gonna die? Oh, we have inspiration. Let's try one again. Let's try again. Better.
What in every hell is wrong with you? Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Why do you? So, okay, number 1, because she's not a practice target, she's a person. I like that. 2, if she dies, she'll take everything she knows with to her grave. That's instrumental and utilitarian. So life has value depending on whether it produces, positive consequences for social utility. I disagree with that. Any success is one. uh, a goblin prisoner. Her life isn't yours to take. So, number 1 and number 3 are, on the ballpark of what I want to say. But her life isn't yours to take is not the argument I would make. It's not about her life isn't yours to take, because that implies that her life might be someone else's to take. And I don't think anyone's life is anyone's to take. Like, if you're gonna engage in violence, in this like direct manner, you should have you should be more than just like you cannot just execute a prisoner like that. Is what I'm saying. Her life in that situation is no one's to take, right? Because she's already defeated and surrendered and a prisoner. So number 1.
Your soft heart will be the death of us.
Can't say I understand that. Not sure I want to.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
Shadowheart approves. See, this is weird because Shadowheart should not approve that. Shadowheart wants to be like this like person that's like I don't know, following this dark path. She wants to be like a I don't know, goddess of, deal with pain and stuff like that. So I'm not letting you out. You're a prisoner. How do I talk to her? Okay, there you go.
Ain't sure why you're protecting me.
She's just very bad at being a Sharon. Yeah, exactly.
To make friends warg me. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
I just saved your life. Show some gratitude. So see, I don't think it's about that. I didn't save her life for the gratitude. So who is this Absolute you're so fond of? Your god?
Goddess.
Cool.
We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
Oh, so you guys are in an ad break. Sorry about that. So the Absolute is gold from the... So you've caught my interest. Have any holy literature on you? An all-powerful goddess that can't get you out of a cage. Yeah, see, I don't like question like. So I'm an agnostic. Okay, so I don't really believe in a deity, but I do firmly believe that I am not anti-theist. Like, people believe for their own reasons, and my only demand is that your faith doesn't make you a bad person towards others. So just we all know what we all have some form of like morality code here. So I number 2, I think is a horrible thing to say to someone. Even like I really dislike the Richard Dawkins philosophy of like, oh, if you believe in God, you're an idiot. Like I really disagree with that. So number 2, I will not pick. Number 1 is you've got my interest. Have any holy literature on you? That's actually my position. Like in that shelf over there, I have a bunch of like holy literature in there. I have a Bible. I have a Quran. I have a Book of Mormon. And I like reading it because it's interesting stuff. Like I don't read it for the religious content in it. As again, I said I'm an agnostic, but I do find interest in reading holy books. So yeah, number 1. Bernhunk says I'm agnostic and Dawkins is such a dick. I mean, yeah, and also to a degree he has been camouflaging a civilizational idea of like Western superiority in a package of atheism, because he says like, oh, he's a cultural Christian, right? Which is so weird for someone that calls himself an atheist. So he's just sort of like camouflaging nationalism in his atheism through this cultural Christian. I'm not a religious Christian, I'm a cultural Christian, which is yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. He is an Orientalist in atheist clothing, Burton. Yeah, I agree. And yeah, the new atheists really have become something that I mean, I guess the risk was always there. but at least Christopher Hitchens, was had a political views that were anti-interventionist and were not when I hear stuff like the stuff like Sam Harris says or Richard Dawkins says about Muslims and in the Muslim world in general, it's just plain racism. So it's complicated to not associate atheism does not need to be like that. And there is there is some argument to that as to why I am an agnostic and not an atheist, because I'm agnostic in the sense that I don't know, maybe you do know, I don't know, and I want to respect the fact that maybe you do know and you have that answer and you have this knowledge inside of you that I don't have, and I think you are very lucky for it. I'm what they call a positivist agnostic. I don't know if there's a God. I don't really believe that there is a God, but maybe there is, and if you have reached that in your life, then that's amazing. So I really dislike what the new atheists have done to atheism and lack of belief in general. Jens says, I sympathize with the early ideas of new atheism, but they quickly took a turn that went very dark. Yeah, absolutely, I agree. So Alias Rutt says religion can be interesting regarding politics as a means to organize. Cultural Christian equals he's probably just racist, no? So his idea would be that Western, quote unquote, Western values, whatever they are superior to other cultures. That's why I associate it with a cultural Christian. And that I don't like. I think it echoes, it engages with the discourse of the language of civilization and cultural supremacy that I just disagree. This idea that the Muslim world is incompatible with the Western world, and so the clash of civilizations is what rules the world. I really, really dislike the Clash of Civilizations as a book. I say this as someone who works with international relations. I think it's a book that has caused a lot of harm to our discipline. I really don't like it. It has created an underlying discourse that a lot of people associate with and say, oh yeah, the specific parts of the world are incompatible with Westernness. And so this is what leads to the kind of anti-refugee discourse that is prevailing all over the West right now, because the West has been convinced that other cultures are incompatible with the West. And I live in the United Kingdom. The mayor of London is Sadiq Khan, who's a Muslim. The former prime minister is a Hindu, Rishi Sunak. So this idea that, and one is Labour, one is the Tory, and so the idea that cultures are inherently incompatible with Western values sounds so ridiculous to me. So I'm going to go with one. This is a long explanation to explain why I'm going to go with one.
My tribe can tell you everything there is to know. Absolute bless one of our own. Priestess Gut. Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
I'd sooner swig a flask of acid than anything a goblin cooks up.
I just want to say, we just were at 17 viewers, average viewers, which is, viewers actually, which is a record for us in a Baldur's Gate playthrough, so yay! Thanks for being here, guys. I really appreciate that. Nice story, but buy it for a copper in a tavern nearby. Well, I'd certainly like to meet. Yeah, I'd like to meet her. Yeah.
Get me out of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
No. You already told me what I need to know. I'll find the priestess myself.
Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on you. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are.
Not a chance you can rot in that. Well, I wouldn't say you can rot in that cage, because ideally, see, this is another thing. Ideally, people don't rot in cages. What is the purpose of detention here? The purpose of detention here, this is not a criminal detention, at least not to my eyes, because in the context of an armed conflict, when you detain a combatant, you detain them because there's a security risk for you, and you want to investigate if they've committed any crimes. So this isn't, the point of this is not to rot. But even if we were in a criminal setting, the point of the prison system should not be punitive, in my opinion. There is some level of punitive end goal for retribution, I guess, in any kind of criminal punishment. But and I've said this before in the chat, I don't entirely describe myself as a prison abolitionist, but I am quite skeptical of the idea of like retribution and punishment as the objective of prison, as the objective of criminal law. On the contrary, I think there should be a restorative element to prison. There should be people that are in jail should be in jail so that we can protect society from their violence, but at the same time be ideally reformed, so well treated. And then at some point, honestly, just having people behind bars becomes kind of counterproductive if what you want is restore damage. So at some point, a person that has caused harm should work in the community towards undoing that harm. Not necessarily in the same community where they created the harm in the first place, because that might be like uncomfortable to the victims. But after a while, that you should like engage with people in a restorative way. So it's unfortunate that Professor Traques is not here. He's our resident Colombian, who has also a Twitch channel, and he plays other video games. But in Colombia, they have this system for dealing with their armed conflict. It's entirely restorative. It's not retributive. So it's an interesting system. We can talk about that in another chat. But okay, I'll say number 2 just because like I don't want to release her, but I don't want her to rot.
Suit yourself. Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like.
Oof.
You're gonna be sorry.
So we don't have Astarion anymore. Who has proficiency with I think Will might. Lockpick.
Magic touch.
Oh, what? Okay, I guess I can't.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Okay, you know actually how I discovered this little path here? By watching Jen and Eliona play.
I'm gonna find the ends of your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
So how do I jump? Actions. Target too far. There you go. There you go. All Rats has just followed us, so thank you for following us and welcome to the community, All Rats. What is this? Where am I? Oh, this is where the... Oh, this is not a good thing. We're gonna get attacked. Wait, save the game.
Glowing eyes.
Oh!
Outrageously obvious. The totem.
Sheesh. I knew that was gonna happen. Who has Mage Hand? Do I have Mage Hand? I have Mage Hand.
Pretty stubborn for a man wearing leaves.
I'm gonna need to do a rest, aren't I? Long rest, short rest.
Awake and alert.
No sign of the others yet. do you think the fight up front went?
Did some bleeding arts show up to save the druid? I'll cut you to pieces. Kill him!
Uh-oh.
Taking position.
I guess after this battle would be a good time to stop because it's already been it's going to be 2 hours soon. So let's kill these people. So basically this is self-defense, so I'm not even breaking any rules. Oh, critical hit. Nice. Ah, okay, that sucked. How did I end the turn here? You love the white supremacist speedrun. Wait, how do I end the turn? Oh, triangle. There you go. You're only allowed to kill people with brown skin or darker if you're doing like a white supremacist run. Okay, so what do I do? Oh, I'm surprised. Ah. What's going on? Why am I not allowed to do anything?
Nothing important is ever easy.
What happened? I can't do anything. Okay, fine.
I'm ready.
So this is 2 to 7, and this is 1 to 10. So probably want to do this one. Okay, nice.
Got to move.
I like how what Shadowheart says when she uses healing is a version of like te curo, which like would be te curo in Spanish. So I heal you. Little fun fact. Okay.
On the victor's path. 2 steps at a time.
Eldritch Blast.
Watch and learn.
If I use Misty Step, can I teleport to behind that guy? No, not yet. Can I get high ground somehow? No. Oh yeah, here. Okay, let's do that. How do I attack this guy? Hold on.
On the move.
On a hit, you can use force maneuver on an ally. Disarm an attack. Attack an enemy. Okay, no, just a regular arrow then. Magic missile, 3 projectiles. So if we go at around here,
what path lies before me?
And then we do magic missile. Okay, one more down.
Got to concentrate.
And Shadow Hearts.
Moving.
Okay, cool. Again, this is self-defense. I'm not doing anything illegal here.
No holding back.
I don't have a long-range weapon with this guy. I need to change that. Oh, this was poorly planned on my part. So I will jump then. Oh, I'll get prone. Okay, fine then. Where is the remote? Oh, there. Okay, I need to get there. Can't get through there. Oh, why? Why would she do that? I wanted a normal strike. Okay, at least I can pummel them. I need to get to that one. Now how do I get there? I used all my mage hands.
Still alive. So that's progress.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
Shadow Heart.
My faith will guide me.
Do the thing. Oh.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here.
How did those goblins slip into the grove? Was no one looking for you? I'm surprised the goblins didn't got you inside. Why didn't they? That's a good question.
They were asking questions about a weapon. I told them the only weapons here are the ones the Foulbloods brought. I must tell the others what happened. I step careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
When are they gonna legalize toilets? Because I really need to... Kandrum, that is an interesting first time chatting with us. Welcome. Let me see if I can do... I think I blew up all my...
Defender of the people.
Mage hands, didn't I? Okay, let me save this. I think maybe Lacelle can do this jump.
Reaction.
Oh, she has mage hands, okay. Okay, now...
Enough waiting. I
Jump,
crave blood.
Lacelle.
Something over there.
I still don't have a shovel. What is wrong with this?
It's packed too tight. I'll need a shovel.
What am I supposed to do with that? Shard key. No idea what that is.
No hope of clearing this without a shovel.
Looking ahead.
So technically looting is a war crime, but it's sort of embedded in the game, so there's not much I can do. What is pH? Oh, yeah. How do I jump here? Oh, okay, there's a path here. Never mind. Okay, I think we should probably save. Where does this lead us? Lacelle is the best jumper anyway, so she's the best choice. Yeah, thanks, Silverblades.
I'll be keeping
Chaps
an
like
eye.
these puncture the soil across the
Understand.
Sword Coast. Goblins, of course.
Oh, wait, where am I? Oh, I went outside? I don't want to go outside. Fine, then I'll go back in. Okay, I want to leave us in a good position here before I stop the stream. So let's see where we end up. Let's go back to where we were and keep meeting everyone, because I don't want to leave the grove just yet. I have work to do. I need to save a kid from a snake. Spoiler alert. I thought this led me to like the hidden door. Oh well.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
Okay, so I'm gonna do another rest because I think we're very almost dead, and we just stole our spells. And I think we can reconvene because we've been playing for 2 hours and 7 minutes. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna stop here. Let's save the game. Need to save. Okay, so I would call this playthrough a success. Thank you so much to everyone who has come here from Jen and Aliona's channel. I really appreciate it. This has been the most successful Baldur's Gate playthrough that I've had so far, so I'm really thankful. I'm very happy that hopefully you found some value in like discussing law, justice, morality while we're playing this game. I think this is an amazing game to do that. So it was really fun for me. I hope you learned something. I certainly learned a lot from you. And Silverblade, so happy to have you here. Hope you come by. I hope this little corner of the Twitch sphere can become also part of your like, your spaces. So, and thank you to all of my usuals for being here, Magic of Carols and Cheese Thief, Jens. Yeah, thank you so much. I will now end the stream, but remember, we're meeting on Sunday. Oh, that's great to know, Silverblades. I'll also be at the Jen and Leona's channel, so we'll see each other there for sure. I'm also on the Discord, by the way. I'm in the Get Alone Discord, so I correct me if I'm wrong. There is a channel there where I would be able to post this playthrough there, so that people in the community can see this. Is that correct? Because if so, I'm gonna post it there. Because I think that would be cool, and it might make people interested in coming to see the playthrough here. But yeah, I mean, in general, thank you so much for being here. I learned a lot from you guys. Hope you learned as well. And remember, on Sunday, I'll be introducing the new alerts, so you'll be able to meet Kevin the Uniduck, our channel mascot. And I'll try to play Baldur's Gate as often as I can. I think, given that we're starting, to get a bit of viewers, I'll try to play at least every other Thursday, if not more often. Silverblade says, yes, I've spotted you. I think you can post when you go live in your live streams, and you can post links in your socials. Okay. Thank you so much. I didn't know that. I will use it that way. Thank you so much. I'll hopefully we'll find synergy between both communities. And hey, you're welcome to go to my Discord. So like that would be cool. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate your company today, and I will see you on Sunday for new alerts. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.